Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about my issue tracker project. I built this project for my third semester application web development class. The class was called Database Driven Web Development. Um, this is the fall of 2022 and my name is Joshua Mandel. Just to kind of start off, I'll tell you a little bit about the project at hand. So as a third semester student at Rankin, I was tasked with the objective of making an issue tracker using the MERN technology stack. And we had most of the semester to plan, code, edit, and design the entire application and built it with React.js, Express.js, Node.js, and MongoDB for our database. So kind of just taking a look at some of these technologies, they're pretty interesting and most of them I had never heard of before starting this course. MongoDB is a non-relational document database that provides support for JSON storage, and the Mongo database has a flexible data model that enables you to store unstructured data, and it provides full indexing support and replication with rich and intuitive APIs, which is exactly what we built for this project. Going into the next technology stack, Express.js. And Express.js, or simply known as Express, is a backend web application framework for building RESTful APIs, which is what we have here, using Node.js. And it was released as a free and open source software under the MIT license. It is designed for building web applications and APIs. And it's basically just been known as the standard server framework for Node.js. Coming into the last two technologies, we have React.js, and that is a free and open source front-end JavaScript library for building user interfaces based on UI components. It's maintained by Meta, or you might know them as Facebook, and a community of individual developers and companies. And then we go into our final technology, which is Node.js. And Node lets developers use JavaScript to write command line tools for server-side scripting. And the functionality of running scripts server-side produces dynamic web page content before the page is sent to the user's web browser. So basically what this means is you're able to use JavaScript outside of the browser, something that before Node wasn't possible. So here we kind of see a little bit of like a summary of what MongoDB is all about. You can see here are my tables as you might see them, or columns in a table. These are collections. So I have a collection of edits, issues, roles, and users. And this kind of just gives you like a little tidbit of what MongoDB is like. This is some code that shows how Express works. You can see our app.use is using all of these different routes to get our user routers, bug routers, comment routers, and test routers. And then we also have a few other things down here that's kind of just some like boilerplate Express. These are some error handlers, and these listen for requests coming in from the client side. Next we have our React.js, and as you can see here, we have all of our components. I wanted to make sure I listed this. These are all of the components that go into making my application. So, where there might be only 5 or 6 actual web pages that you might see, there's a ton, probably around 20 components here that are all used within those pages. And you can see here's some routes. We have our bug list route and our bug report, which is used to make a new bug, which I'll show you later. This is kind of a good overview of what it's like to look at React.js in this project scope. And then up here, this just shows how I use Node or npm to run the, I guess this is the React side of the issue tracker. Um, so this is something, actually if it's the React, I would use npm run start, not start dev. This would be the script for running the server or the express. But this is what it's like to use Node. This would be like a PowerShell terminal or something like that. Um, Going into some key features here, I just wanted to outline a couple key features that this project, um, and what I accomplished in this project. The project allows users to keep track of bugs. Bugs, also known as issues. Um, when you're building a type of software or website or something, it's um, easy to lose track of everything that you need to work on. So having some sort of issue tracker, bug tracker, as we like to call it, can help kind of organize things in a way that will help you keep track of your bugs, just like the name states. You can update data about the bugs and users, and you can classify bugs and users by roles and classification to, again, make the organization easier. Moving right along here, talk about a little bit about the project background. This is more so just kind of my personal thoughts on the project. So, building this was one of the hardest parts of my coding journey so far. I'm about a year and a half into it. I learned a lot about web applications and reading and manipulating data that I did not know beforehand. And if I were to do anything differently, it would be to just make sure I double check and test code before committing and pushing to my repository. And this would have saved me countless hours later in the project building process because I'll say this, it's really easy to just kind of check off the boxes, especially on a project of this scope for someone who hasn't built a full stack web app like this before. It's really easy to keep lose track of certain bugs that are happening within your program. Here's just a project screenshot I wanted to show. This is kind of like your main homepage once you log in, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this right now in the demo. Once I start the server, which would probably help. Alright, so here we can see our login page. You have an email and password to input if you already have an account registered with the issue tracker. Otherwise, don't have an account yet, register here, click here. You can input your email, confirm the email, password, confirm password, and then enter your name and then click register now. If you don't click any of that, then obviously you don't throw some errors at you, which you don't want to see. But we already have a account, so we're going to go back to login here. Click login because this is already being auto-filled for me. If it wasn't auto-filled, then I would have just inputted it in. But because of the way I coded it, it will remember your emails and passwords just like a lot of other websites. So once we click login, you'll see it brings us to the bug list page. You can see here's some bugs, but it's not all the bugs in the program. It shows, obviously here, this was one of the requirements of the project, was to default with only showing open bugs first, which is, as you can see here by the tags, they're all open. All I would have to do is click the closed to then also show all of the closed bugs as well. We have some things where you can show just by classification. So if I just wanted to see all the unclassified bugs, they show them here. Duplicate bugs are shown here, and so on. Go back to all. This is just to show your min and max age. This goes by days. So if you wanted to see something that was at least 5 days old, you'd click 5 here. If you wanted to see a bug that was at most 5 days old, you would put 5 here. This is your sort by assigned to, a sort by title, which just puts everything in alphabetical order. Newest, 4 days ago and 3 months ago, and oldest will show you the 3 months ago up here and the 4 days ago down here. This is also a search, so if I wanted to find a bug that had the word programmer in it, I could just search for it here, and it'll show your bug that just says programmer. I'm just going to reload the page to get all the bugs back. Now I want to show you the bug editor. This is something that took me a long time to develop because I didn't really know how I wanted to go about it. So we have a bug editor that shows, your bug ID. It also shows your name just to welcome you kind of into the bug editor. And then it autofills all of your information about title, description, and steps to reproduce down here, as well as autofilling some other information about the bug down here. And then on the right side, you have your comments. So just to kind of show off the functionality of it, I could type this is a test, and we can update the bug. And now you can see here, this is a test. And we can take this off. Again, update it, and it will take it off. Entering a comment is as easy as saying, this is a comment. Add it. It will reload the page, and you can see the oldest comments go to the top. Another project or assignment. This is a part of the project that needed to happen. Was the oldest comment needed to have shown first, which is what I did here. Classifying the bug. If we wanted to say this was a duplicate, click classify, and now it shows duplicate here. There you go. Here's my user list. This gives you kind of some information about all the users that are registered within the program. Let's take a look at the time here. Okay. And again, you can see all of the cards here, all of the roles that are associated with each developer. Say I wanted to come in and I wanted to change a Mel. So we can do a Mel test, Toplivic test. His email's good, but we do want to change the role to technical manager. Update the user here. Now he's technical manager and he's a Mel test, Toplivic test. I know, Mel, that's not your last name, but I didn't get a chance to actually change it. And again, you have all of the same functionality here, where it just shows the roles of business analysts, and it'll show you all the business analysts, or whatever you want. A user that is at least 5 days old, and a user that is at most 5 days old. Let's see, this one was created 3 days ago. Here's your sort by family name, where it'll go family name, B, D, D, F, or you can sort by given name. And Mel's first, obviously, name starts with an A, and you have Zach at the very end. Sort by role, show the people with no roles first, and then the people with business analysts. That just goes by alphabetical order as well. And then let's say I wanted to find Benjamin here, search here and find Benjamin Franklin. Now going into the edit user, you can see you can change first name, last name, email address, and role, but you can also set a new password. So if you have the ability, I think the technical managers do, you can set a new password for your user. Let's just say if Benjamin Franklin, his new password needed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try with 7 first, make sure that error handling works. Okay. Oh, maybe that doesn't work. Oh, no, that was right. That was right. 1, 2, 3. Update password. Oh, that's a bug I need to fix. Okay. Well, setting a new password should still work. Just need to add some error handling for that. One little bug, though. Not too bad. I'll make sure to add it to the bug list. And then you have reporting a new bug up here. This is just something to report a new bug. So let's say I wanted to say new bug for demo test. Let's say I forgot to put in the steps to reproduce. Well, it's going to tell you, hey, you need steps to reproduce. We'll just put NA, report bug, and then new bug for demo. Shows up right here. You can see it starts as open and unclassified. You can come in edit it, say, hey, this one's closed, it's approved, and so now it doesn't show automatically. You have to do this. New bug for demo, unclassified, it's a duplicate, classifies duplicate. Now you can see closed and duplicate here. New bug for demo. All right, cool. This is a pretty good overview. We're right at 15 minutes, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to log out. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little demonstration of my bug tracker and my presentation. I really appreciate you all. Thank you.